Welcome back to the Boy Time channel. Today, Caroline Polachek, Desire I Want to Turn Into You. Wheel.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Not quite as uh-oh, but still uh-oh for me.
Yeah.
See you.
Okay. I think I'm going to do the new Caroline Polachek record. I know
Okay.
people have been wanting us to listen to that, and I'm very
Yes.
interested. We're back. This is my first pick in a long time. I don't remember the last time we did this. But
Probably Souvlaki.
true, it could have been. That was a long time ago. But yeah, today we're doing the new Caroline Polachek album. We're a couple months late, but I do want to check this out because I'm very excited. I've been hearing pretty good things about it, and I do love my art pop. So I'm expecting some quirkiness, some good vocals, and some excellent production. I don't think I've heard any Caroline Polachek song anywhere, so I don't really know exactly what we're getting here, but I'm assuming it's going to be good.
Yeah, I have no idea what we're getting into either. I think I remember somewhere, I remember seeing the album cover for Welcome to My Island,
Mm-hmm.
the EP that came out last year. But I don't think I've ever listened to anything. So this will be my first foray into Caroline Polachek stuff too.
Awesome.
No.
Yeah. I don't really have a lot to add since I have zero to little background on this, so might just have to jump in right away.
Let's just jump in.
Awesome. All right. First track, Welcome to My Island.
Oh.
Welcome to my island. See the
We already listened to the Lady Gaga record.
Welcome to my island. Hope you like me. You ain't leaving. Desire. I wanna turn to you. I am my father's daughter in the end. He says, watch your ego, watch your head go. You're so smart, so talented, but now the water's turning red, and it's all your fault, and it's all your mess, and you're all alone. You can't go to bed, too high on your adrenaline. I gotta go somewhere where you can't pretend. Don't forget the ocean blue.
Welcome to My Island.
I thought that was pretty great. I liked it quite a bit. I didn't know we were going to be getting into more synth poppy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely a decently big synth pop fan. Not as much as I am a stripped down acoustic fan, but I do enjoy a synth pop record from time to time. This song was kind of giving me Gasoline vibes from Dawn FM. Just the verses were, it's like, and then it goes to more traditionally singing in the chorus. Although the Dawn FM one's a little scarier. This one's less scary. But yeah, very nice.
Yeah, I thought that was a good intro. Definitely more like mainstream poppy than I thought it was going to be. I thought she was really going to be like just artsy, full art pop. But I did like this quite a bit. It kind of mixes in those elements of like hyper pop without getting too crazy. Her vocals are crazy. I love the range just on this song. Nothing too fancy about it, but like, man, the higher registers and all that were really exciting. I love the production. I feel like as it kept like evolving as the song went on, it kept interest. I love how it kind of kicked in on like the second verse with like those very like tactile kind of things. I don't know what they were, but they sounded great. I love the guitar solo at the end. So yeah, that was a pretty good intro.
Yeah.
Not what I expected, although I didn't really know what I expected. So, all right, Pretty Impossible, track 2.
Time's running out in it. Pity the mayflies in the swimming pool at dawn. But down in the the deep end. I can't be left alone. I get dizzy, dizzy, and I cannot afford that kind of free. Falling back into the leaves. So true. With your lipstick on my thigh, drink the tears until it dry. Pretty
Pretty impossible.
That was, in my opinion, vastly superior to the first song, and I really
agree.
liked the first song. Yeah, I really loved that. More, this one, I mean, this sounds like so close to an Emotion Heap song, but I really loved her spin on it. Like the auto-tune filter on her voice was so weird. It was like cutting in and out. It was only on like certain runs. It was so weird and interesting. I loved it though. Yeah, that one's fantastic. I love
No,
that
yeah,
one.
that was great. I love that like this song could literally just be carried by her vocal. It doesn't need any production behind it. The range she goes in, she kind of fits in these weird little pockets, does some higher pitched out of nowhere. It's just super fun. The song structure is very loose, but it feels super natural. I love the production. I love how kind of like prickly and pointy this production is. Very nice, like fast percussion. It's like a very chill song, but at the same time, it's like super engaging. Yeah, I love this kind of spin on art pop where it kind of takes it's more catchy than art pop usually is. Art pop is usually very flowy and there's the structure is like kind of secondary to the kind of atmosphere to it. But with this one, it's like, it's punchy, it's there, it's in your face. I love it.
Yes, I prefer that to art pop. I would say. Yeah.
All right. Track 3, Bunny is a Writer.
Uptown Funk.
Everybody get up.
no sympathy. Ain't nothing for free. Bunny is a ride. No sympathy. Ain't nothing. Bunny is a rider. I do, fireworks blazing. I do, heart isn't breaking. I do, but don't drop my knee. Bunny is a rider. Satellite can't find her. No sympathy. Tryna go ask Alice. Tryna catch that rabbit. But I'm so non-physical. I do feel like a lady. I do, fireworks blazing. Ain't nothing. Bunny is a rider. Can't find her. Ain't nothing. Bunny is a rider.
Bunny is a Writer.
That song was fantastic. I can see why that's the most popular one. And also, I see that in the merch you can get Bunny as a Writer underwear.
Ooh.
I might have to cop some.
That'll be behind the Patreon if we ever have one.
Yeah, behind the Patreon, you'll get the
Yeah.
modeling shoot of that. But yeah, I really liked that. This is going to be a really weird comparison, but I think this is like the Ed Sheeran Shape of You, but good.
I can
'Cause
kind
it
of
was
see
like
that
the
actually.
xylophone,
Yeah.
like the dun dun, because that was like the backing track of that song.
Yeah. Sounded like the
but
same
yeah.
BPM too. Now that I think about it, it's like the same kind
Yeah.
of feel. Yeah.
That's what It's fantastic, and you know it doesn't have Ed Sheeran on it, which is always a plus.
Which is fantastic. That's great.
Yes,
We
yes.
love that. This sounds like the song of the summer, honestly. Like it's got such a summer vibe, but I love this album so far because it's kind of low key, but it's also like in your face and exciting. It's such a
Yeah.
weird dichotomy that I'm really appreciating. Again, vocals fantastic. These beats are like so intricate, but they're not overpowering. I love that she's kind of doing the thing where you take little snippets, pull them in, take them out at random points, and they kind of just fit with the flow of the song. It looks like she did produce this track. I'm not sure if she produces all these tracks or if she's kind of helping out on a couple of them, but production's been fantastic so far. Yeah, I don't have like any complaints with this. This just sounds fantastic. Like if we're only 3 songs in, but all of these have been like stand out. Like I could see these being like hits, all of these. So
Yeah. It looks like of the last 3 songs, she has co-produced all of them
okay,
with Danny L. Harrell.
nice.
Don't know anything about that.
Looks
man.
like we got Sega Bodega on the next track on production. So that's
Sega
pretty sick.
Bodega. It's awesome.
No idea who that is, but really cool.
Sega Bodega does what Nintendo doesn't.
True. Sunset, track 4.
It's a Santana song now.
Let's go.
I like this.
No regrets, 'cause you're my sunset, fiery red, forever fearless and in your arms, a warm horizon. Don't look back, let's ride away, let's ride away.
It was like the best things we liked about our summer songs video, just like packed into one
I
song.
know.
So many stories we were told about a safety net, but when I no regrets, 'cause you're my sunset, fiery red, forever fearless and in your arms, a warm horizon. Don't look back, let's ride away, let's ride away.
Sunset.
This album just keeps getting
It's so
better.
good.
How does this keep happening? Yeah, this was a semi yikes. And this is like
I saw that art pop
fantastic.
label and I'm like, all right, I'm slapping it in semi-X because I know he's iffy about that.
That was probably a smart move,
Yeah.
but holy moly, am I pleasantly
so good.
surprised. Yeah, I'm like loving this. You know, I'm a sucker for the Spanish guitar. Sega Bodega, I'm assuming. I don't know.
Assuming they did that, I don't know.
I'm assuming because it hasn't been on any of the other ones. But yeah, I loved that. That was just a really fun song. This has just been fun. Art pop's not fun. What is
Art
this?
pop's very fun. It's one of the most fun genres out there, actually. Yeah, this is fantastic. This whole album seems like it's very much like a summer album. I'm getting a lot of those vibes, which is great because I haven't had one of those in a while where it's like, okay, this is fantastic to put on. It reminds me of that one song we did from Kate Bush's forgot what the album was called. Ariel. It might have been called Sunset, honestly.
I know exactly which one you're
Yeah.
talking about. Yes,
Yeah.
it was called Sunset.
Well, there you go. I have 2
Hey.
songs that's called Sunset that I really like. Again,
There
this
you
song
go.
just like it paints that picture perfectly. I love it. It seems like this album is very much like exploratory. Like it feels like an outdoor album. It feels like everything's very open and new and fresh. Yeah, love it. This is great. All right. Crude Drawing of an Angel, track 5.
Draw your brow with shaky hand, so that after you're gone, I got something to hold on to.
Red light. Camera 1, camera 2.
Crude drawing of an angel.
I liked that one, but I think I have the least amount to say for that one. Just because, I mean, the production was super minimal. I feel like this is probably the song that's put the most emphasis on her voice. Not saying that the other songs haven't, but just because the production was so minimal, it was pretty reliant on that performance, and I think she did a pretty good job. But I mean, this isn't really my cup of tea. I am much more of a first 4-track kind of man, but that's not to say that song was bad at all, because it was pretty good. But
That's where I come in, the opposite.
yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
I figured.
No, yeah.
If I'm not super into it, then
Then I
Babby's
will
super
be.
into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic, amazing. I love that. Reminds me a lot of FKA Twigs Magdalene, where it is very much that very high pitched vocals, very minimal twinkly production. That's very just ethereal and almost like spiritual. I love this song for that reason. It's just like something about that vocal style just hits. I love the production. I love when like the pre-chorus starts, her vocal literally like flies to the next room and then eventually comes back for the chorus. I love that little like radio vocal effect she puts on for those little ad libs. The whole track is like kind of like a foreboding kind of nature, but it's also pretty comfortable where it's at, which is cool. Yeah, very cool. I like how every single song is so drastically different, but like the pacing of it just feels so natural still. Like usually when things are all over the place, you can tell, but I feel like everything fits pretty well here, despite them all being very different.
No, yeah, there's definitely a through line here. Yeah. It's kind of like that new Wise Blood record, where that one also kind of goes all
That's
over
true.
the place, but
Yeah.
it still
just
feels
works.
somewhat grounded. Yeah.
Nice. I believe track 6.
Look over the edge, but not too far.
Oh yeah, get that bass in here. Is this Thundercat?
No.
I'm no longer.
You'd be able to tell if it was Thundercat.
I know.
Imagine keeping Thundercat to a one-note bass line.
That's true. That's a good point.
Edge, but not too far. Look over the edge, but not too far. But not too far.
I believe.
That one was fun. I like the Parappa the Rappa style sound. That was kind of fun. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have a whole lot to say about it. I feel like it kind of speaks for itself. Her vocals are, I mean, as always, pretty G-dang epic. I'm not, this is a personal thing. I'm not a super big fan of when, I guess just anybody, they hit too high and it hurts my ears.
Yeah, the whistle
but-
notes.
Yes, those that's a personal thing. But yeah, so that did kind of take me out of it, but I did enjoy that one overall, I think.
Yeah, I like that one. I wasn't too sure about it in the beginning because like usually songs that have that kind of beat, there's not a lot of progression to it usually. Just like we've kind of seen that with Arca where it's more reggaeton and it's very kind of, that's how it is. But the second half of this song really kind of like turned me around on it. Again, vocal styling is great. Looks like the song is about Sophie, or obviously R.I.P. Sophie. I could definitely tell in the production it seemed a lot more like focused in that kind of lane where it is percussion heavy. It's a little weird, out there. I like it. Another interesting note on Genius is she wrote about the song, and she heard the song T Cento by Mattia Bazaar, and that inspired the vocals for this song. We just listened to a Mattia Bazaar song on our summer songs video, or in our best songs video.
I was gonna say, the Italian song.
Yes. Which I could actually hear now that I read that. Like, she's doing that thing, like that Elizabeth Fraser thing from Cocktail Twins, where it's like that high register, something about that tone. It's just like, I could see it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's a fun connection. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I feel like this album really is pulling from a lot of different areas too, and it's like nailing
Yes.
it on every single area. So, yeah.
Yeah, I kind of feel bad. I mean, I feel like we did this a lot when we first started, where it was just like we were always making comparisons to other things. And I feel bad doing that for like every single song, but like there's just so much in this that reminds me of other things.
Right.
But it's not like,
It's not like amounting it to that only. It's like,
yeah,
here's what reminded me of this, and here's why I like it in this
Right.
context. So,
yeah.
yeah. This is great so far.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Fly to You, featuring Grimes and Dido.
I love Grimes.
How I remember, how I forget. Wanted to hate you, but thought you instead. Violence made me gentle at last. Not just somewhere deep inside of me.
Will you still love me after the bend? Remember what's gone before, not loaded with regret. Ooh, I flatter you after all the tears are all I need. Not just somewhere deep inside of me.
I flatter you, forget.
After
Tears
are all I
violence
need.
made me.
Fly to You.
I liked that one quite a bit. I was a little bit apprehensive because I hate Grimes. But I thought that one was really great. I especially liked the part in the end where I don't know who that was. But it was, I think
Dido,
it was Dido, Caroline. I think they were
Oh, yeah, that was
both
Grimes,
going.
actually. Dido was like the
It's
very
Grimes?
last part. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I like the part where they're both kind of singing over each other. Yes, I am a fan of that kind of musical style, the round. I don't know what modern example I have. that's
$20,
like this.
Boy Genius.
Oh,
Or Satanist.
that's true.
That'd be the most recent
That
example.
would be the most recent, yeah. But yeah, that one was a whole lot of fun. It kind of sounded like a super epic 2000s song, but it wasn't. And that's for the better, I think.
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of like an amalgamation of like hyperpop kind of bringing back that super cheesy like 2000s like super quick, and then kind of reinventing it, but she's not doing it in the hyperpop way. She's kind of putting a different spin on it, which is really cool. I agree. Grimes' vocals at the beginning were kind of weak compared to Caroline Polachek's, which shouldn't be saying much.
Well,
I felt
yeah.
like she sounded really strange at the beginning, but I did really like when they were kind of doing the chorus together. Grimes literally felt like a fly kind of buzzing around her head, doing these little ad libs randomly. I thought it added a really cool element. I love the little guitar lick thing after the chorus. That was awesome. I love how like the production is so layered that the synths underneath that when the second chorus is over are completely different, so it gives the song a completely different like feel, even though the guitar part is the exact same thing. So
Yeah.
she's just super intricate and thorough with like lyrical themes. I haven't been talking about lyrics much because I'm just so absorbed in the sound, but it seems like a lot of her lyrics tie into other songs and kind of like make this whole thing connect. But she's also doing like amazing little production things that are just like keeping it super interesting. It's super like earwormy still. So
Yeah.
yeah, this record is amazing. We still have 5 left, so
Hopefully she doesn't mess it up.
don't mess it up. Stick the landing.
That's right.
Honestly, if you messed up now, it's still a pretty great album.
Yeah, I mean, the majority of the songs
Yeah.
are pretty good. So, yeah.
All right, Blood and Butter, track 8.
But the sun that's in our eyes paint the picture in blood and butter, holy water, fire in the sky. Let me dive through your face to the sweetest kind of pain. Close to your new tattoo. And what I wanted to walk beside you, needing nothing but the sun that's in our eyes. Paint the give the green and ripping red, or get close to your new tattoo.
Kate Bush, we're back.
There we go.
Blood and Butter.
That one's probably up there for me. I really, really liked that. I don't know. It sounds so familiar, but also like transformed a little bit or enough. Yeah, I don't know. If she's not influenced by Emotion Heap, I don't. She's lying, or at least she was influenced by someone who was influenced by Emotion Heap. Because man, like I'm not all of it, but there's been a couple songs now that it's that kind of like synth mixed with those hard percussive elements that are all over the place on that Emotion Heap record that we're going to do soon, probably. It's a little
Spoiler.
teaser, I suppose. Well, I don't know. It's
No,
probably not going to.
maybe.
Well, it might
Who
be
knows?
next week. I don't know. Who
Who
knows? Stay after. Stay all the way.
Stay tuned.
Watch the but yeah, no, I think that one's one of the better ones on this record. So
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely agree. Fantastic. I love the summer feeling again. That kind of matches with Sunset. With just like a little bit of organic elements. Everything just seems so natural and colorful and just blooming. Like the colors and the pictures and just like the scenery that this album gives is fantastic. I love that kind of stuff.
yeah,
And this album has all kinds of it. It's like you get more of that kind of chill summer night vibe on some of these, and then this is just like it's just blooming. I love
Yes.
the bagpipes at the end. Feels so natural with the rest of the song. Give a little bit of organic element in there without reusing that guitar again. Very Kate Bush on this song, and I love it.
yes,
A little bit more conventional, a little bit less off the wall, but it works so well still. Yeah, we're gonna start repeating ourselves, but this has been fantastic. So
I feel like it usually always happens around at this point in the
Yeah,
record,
yeah.
where our commentary gets less
kind
and
of
less
falls off.
good.
Yes,
The videos become less and less worthwhile as
until the end
video
when
goes
we
on.
spin a wheel
That's why you have to stay to
and
the
give
end.
our final thoughts on the first reaction.
Oh, that's true.
First
that's
thoughts
true.
on the first whatever. Hope Drunk Ever Asking, track 9.
Say that 5 times fast.
Hope drunk ever asking. Hope drunk ever asking. Hope drunk. Oh no, I did
Oh, I
too.
was gonna say it sounds easier than I thought it was
Yeah.
going to.
Kind of familiar. Real life is a rumor under the theater. Deeper to get deeper till the meanwhile slows. They'll find our bones, and yet they won't.
Hope drunk ever asking.
Holy moly, that one was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think might come as a surprise to some people because I despised
you
God.
hate
Well,
these
I didn't despise God Turned Me Into a Flower, but I did not
You
really
didn't like it as much as you're supposed to.
I didn't like it as much as I was supposed to. Still, I'm going to say a controversial statement. I still skip that song when I listen to that record because I'm a dumb idiot coward brain.
True.
But I liked that one. I don't know why. I don't know why that one was different. But yeah, I don't know. It felt so intimate.
Mhm.
I like the kind of synth going. Yeah, I don't know. It seems like I should like God Turned Me Into a Flower if I like this, so I have no explanation. I have no idea.
No logical conclusion.
No logical conclusions here.
Yeah, this is fantastic. This is kind of what I was envisioning with this album because that's kind of the art pop that I've been listening to is more flowy, ethereal kind of stuff. So safe to say I'm a big fan of this one. I think the vocal in this song especially is what makes it so good as she goes to her lowest point to her highest point constantly. It's just a constant kind of wave of different like notes she's hitting, which is great. I love the kind of synth underneath. Definitely feels like the kind of laying down on the grass and looking up at the stars after the last song. So fits pretty well into the album cohesive wise. So yeah,
Yeah.
pretty great. I still am looking for a song I don't like and I can't find one. So
Can't find it anywhere.
Butterfly Knit, track 10.
Spooky Zone. Every art pop record has to have it.
That's true. That is a mandatory.
It's law.
Every album I've ever listened to has one. So
London fell asleep. There I was with my butterfly net, trying to catch your light.
It's the weirdest instrument combination of all time.
they all work too good.
I know.
But you stayed unwavering through every false goodbye. On the subside, pining for now and for never. There you were, with your mirror. Until then, I'll keep it brief. Faithful inertia, her goal doesn't slow. It seeks and finds me with my butterfly net, trying to catch your light.
Butterfly Net.
That was a weird song. But it still worked somehow. I don't know. I've never heard a song that has like the most eclectic group of instruments, and then it's just more or less a pretty straightforward vocal melody. So there's that weird kind of clash where there's like weird pots and pans stuff going on, and then she's just more or less doing her own thing. Um, but it still kind of works.
Mhm.
I don't know. I think this. I'm gonna have to go back to this one because I think I was more or less in shock for like the first 2 minutes. Like, what am I even listening to right now?
Mhm.
But I think I kind of got it towards the end. But yeah, weirdo song.
Yeah, I really like that one. I love mixing the pots and pan production with like 60s, 70s psychedelic rock. Like that that's such a weird feeling, but I love it. I love how off kilter and psychedelic it is. It
Yeah.
feels like the song is just like forever doing its own thing, introducing new things randomly. I love the way that they treat her vocal on this album. It's like very intentive, like every time. Every vocal effect, everything is like placed to give a specific feeling, and it works so well. The song is just so like up in the clouds, but also kind of like warbly and all over the place, but the feeling is fantastic. So this is great.
Yeah.
All right. Smoke, track 11.
It's just smoke. Floating over the volcano. It's just smoke. Selling me out on a down low. And the fallout doesn't faze me. Take a bullet for my baby. For the one thing that'll save me. I know. Throw it all out and replace it with a brand new kind of crazy. Don't believe it when you praise me, do I?
Smoke.
I think I like that one. I don't know. That one might be a little more middle of the road to me. I don't know why. I I had a very funny thought that I wasn't going to say, but now I am going to say it. When the song first started, I was gonna say, "Oh, this reminds me of Waka Waka Africa." And I'm like, that is that I should not make that comparison. But then I went ahead and did it anyway because I think it's funny.
Africa, if it was good.
Yes. Yes. It is better than Waka Waka.
Yes,
Africa.
it is better
Suffice
than-
it to
yes.
say. But just the beginning part
Yeah.
with the like, oh, that's kind of funny.
Mhm.
But yeah, I don't know. It was short. It was but I don't know. I don't have any strong feelings about that one either way, I don't think.
Yeah, I think that was probably my least favorite out of the record, just because like I don't feel like it wasn't needed. I feel like it's kind of just like a lesser version of the more poppy stuff that she had at the front end, especially with the kind of like chanting, like that kind of like island, more mysterious jungle outside kind of warm weather stuff was portrayed well on the first half. It didn't work as well here. But there's still things I like about the track. The textures on this album are just fantastic, and that track is still great. So, but decent, middle of the road. Not one I'm going to go back to probably, but everything else here has been great. So,
Wow. I'm surprised we agree on something.
I know we were like perfectly in tune on this album. It's kind of
So
scary.
weird.
This is weird.
So weird. This is breaking the boy time mold.
It is. It's not supposed to happen like this. All right. The last track, Billions.
Billions.
Billions. Billions.
Psycho, priceless, good in a crisis, working the angles. Billions handed over, broker, give me the
Billions.
Billions.
In the album, I guess.
Yeah. Billions I thought was a solid enough closer. I don't think it yeah, I don't know. I feel like have similar feelings towards Billions than I do Smoke. Um just kind of middle of the road. I don't know exactly why. What about it I'm not crazy about. I really liked the like techno distortion part. It was like the second verse, I think. I liked that part of it. And then it just kind of went back to the first one. I'm like, I would have liked maybe push it again, do something new. But by the end, it just kind of felt like it was just doing the same thing. Um, so yeah, I don't know. Not too crazy about that.
I don't know.
But the album as a whole, I thought was really good.
Mm-hmm.
I think. I think what was it? I think Crude Drawing of an Angel was one I was not super into, and then the last two, but still, that's
That's
pretty
a very
G
good
dang
track
good.
record.
Yeah, and there's a lot of stuff on here that's way above like average. I'm for sure going to be going back to this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm very pleasantly surprised because I was going in expecting the worst. Here we are.
Here we are. I like Billions a lot as an outro. I loved how it kind of tied up the record very perfectly. Just like lyrics, fantastic in this track. Just constant contradiction over contradiction. It gets overwhelming. And then just like kind of that, I don't know, it could be somewhat satirical, somewhat genuine. Like, I've never felt so close to you. Just like this kind of release of all this tension because like of all these things happening in the lyrics and the verses. So it felt like a very freeing kind of outro. Knowing all the topics of this album and then just kind of it letting go. So I thought that was really great with the choir, too. Record as a whole, amazing. I love it. It gives me all the art pop stuff I want. The atmosphere is fantastic. I'm totally sucked into the world by the first track. Texture across this thing is fantastic. Vocal work is amazing. The pacing was really good as well. Like you get a ton of variety without it feeling too mashed together. Says it did the same thing on SOS, a lot of different styles, but it blended perfectly. It felt really natural and good.
Yeah.
I think the only song I wasn't crazy about was Smoke, but every other one I really liked. I don't even know if I could give favorite songs right now, but Blood and Butter is kind of sticking out to me. Just looking at the track list. But I also liked Pretty Impossible and Sunset a lot as well. But yeah, amazing.
Yes.
This was better than I expected it to be too. Not that I was expecting much or much of anything because I had no idea what her sound was like or anything until this video. But definitely interested. I know her, 2019 album was like very, very acclaimed as well. So I'm definitely interested in that too. I feel like she was an artist that definitely kind of like, she dropped the same year as Wise Blood. I got obsessed with Wise Blood, kind of missed out on her. So might go back to that one eventually. I might add that to my wheel.
Yeah.
But really, really fantastic. So all the people suggesting this, you were totally right. Great.
Yes.
We both liked it. So
Yes.
You
Good
were right,
suggestions
Chase.
all around. And Chase. Thank you, Chase.
your number one supporter.
I would say so. Okay, well, it's time.
Oh my God.
All you losers that stick around, it's time to spin a wheel.
Yippee. No, just a wheel.
It's not fun. It's just, yeah.
Me.
It's a meh. Yes. Okay. Another meh. I was really hoping for a good because I want to do that Neutral Milk Hotel.
True. Yeah. That's what I like for a while.
I really want to do that. My girlfriend got me the vinyl for Valentine's Day, and I'm not listening.
Can't
to
listen to it
it.
yet.
And she keeps giving me crap about it, but she doesn't realize I have.
Move it to me. Move it to me.
We're gonna do a surefire hit. We're gonna do Claro Immunity.
Let's go.
Yeah, I think we'll do that.
All right. Join us next time for Claro's Immunity. Maybe next time, maybe not next time. I don't know when we're doing another Best Songs video. I think it's just going to be vibes based from here on out. So
Yeah, I don't know.
we'll see.
I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see. But next time you will be getting a video. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's either going to be best songs or Claro.
Mm-hmm.
There's not another option that it could possibly be.
No, unless something surprising drops out of nowhere and we need to listen to it that day.
Yes,
But I don't see that
which
happening.
I don't know
so
what that would be.
I have no idea.
What could possibly come out that would have us listen to it instead of Claro?
I don't know, honestly.
I don't know. I was saying that as if there was something going to happen.
Yeah, and then like
next
just
week,
insert
but-
that, and then yeah.
Yeah, so if something does happen, then
We
you can
called it.
insert this clip.
Yes, we called it 100%.
That's right. I always predict these things,
It's
and
true.
I'm always very good at it.
Yep. That's it. We have a
Okay.
podcast and a Twitter. You know, they're in the description. They always are. So
Yes,
that's all you gotta know.
fantastic.
Ciao.